I do anything that the horse wants to be with me, and I want to connect with him. Because why go out there and say, you know, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, and the horse is going, wait, I haven't even decided if I like you yet. So, you know, let's see if we can get him to want to be with us. So I'm going to come up behind him like we did before. Right now, the next move is his. If he doesn't do anything, I'm going to do something. So I'm just going to lightly tap back here. Remember, I always start light. We'll get out of the basket.
What's that fly on my butt?
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
So I'm just going to make it, I'm going to make it a little uncomfortable just to ignore me. Until he goes, why are you following me? And then pretty soon he's going to start following me.
My son's trying to get into right now.
See, now he's stalled out again, so I'm going to go around him and work my way to the hind end again.
So you're kind of acting like a stallion now?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of driving him?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, I don't ignore me.
Yep.
And he's choosing to ignore me, so I'm going to start making it more and more uncomfortable. He wants to roll, I'll let him. Because a lot of times it's a lot easier to work with them after that, because rolling is a way of releasing tension and anxiety. So why not give him that, and then he's going to give me more because I gave him what he needs. It's a partnership, you know? It's not just do this and do that, and I want you to be perfect, and, you know. Oh my God. So why not give it to him? You know? He's going to feel a lot better after that because he's going to be able to release a lot of anxiety. And of course they love the soft spirit too. That's what I needed.
Dark around is really hard.
Oh, I'll bet you feel a lot better now. But I'm still here. Oh, you got a big stick over his tail. So if he looks at me or comes towards me, I'll back up. If he doesn't, I'm going to follow him until he makes a new decision. I'm going to make it hard to ignore me. I'm going to stay out of the kick zone while I'm doing this because I don't want to get picked.
Fine, be that way.
So I just stay behind you. Well, maybe me too. Now that was a much better response. So I just picked up my pace. He goes, I'm going to pick up my pace. I said, well, me too. And then he went, I can't ignore you anymore. So then I walk away and I see, do I have a draw now? Does he want to be with me now? Now, I lost him again.
Yeah. Oh,
No, now I got him again. So I'm making it kind of inviting for him to be with me. Now I lost him again. Now I horse and just say, come on, we're going somewhere, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. I get them to catch me first. I get it to be their idea to be with me by making it a little uncomfortable not to be with me. So I'm going to add a little pressure again. And see, I'm not hitting them or smacking them. I'm just making it kind of a little irritating. Me too. Now, if the horse was super sensitive, I wouldn't have done that because it would just make him worse. And this is going to be more comfortable just to be with me.
Well, there's a lot. There's what, 70?
So how can I cause my idea to become the horse's idea? I wanted him to be with me, but how can I make it his idea to want to be with me? So I got to get a little creative and be a little provocative. And I make it a game. It's fun. You know, I don't get mad and say, darn it, you need to be over here with me. I just think, what can I do to cause him to want to be with me? So when I leave, I try to walk away from him a little bit, but towards his hind end to see if he'll follow me. And if he doesn't, I end up over here where I can help him out again. He goes, dang, I just can't eat. I can't ignore you. You make it really hard.
Because what I like about that is the horse starts to say, okay,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to ignore me, isn't it?
I like that. You know, that's cool. And I remember
So that's how I would play that.
I think it teaches the horses to act and stop.
Now, like that second horse I worked with that was super sensitive, if I would have ran up behind him, even that first horse, they would have bolted, they would have taken off. I have to make a judgment call, you know? If they're super sensitive, I'm not going to do that because I'll just blow them up. They might even try to jump out of here. So I have to figure out how much pressure can I put on each individual horse. So now I'm going to ask him to go in a circle. He's ignoring me. I brought up my energy. Good. I'll leave him alone. I make my way to the center of the arena. Now his job again is to maintain gait and maintain direction until further notice. So I'm just going to hang out here until he makes a mistake, like right there. Bring up my energy, and that's all it took. I didn't even have to lift my stick that time. My stick is a last resort. Well, that's kind of a weird circle. So I want you to see, I'm going to bring up my energy, take a couple steps towards him, and that's all it took. My stick is a last resort. Because if you use your stick too much, pretty soon they're going to get dull, and they're not going to respond to it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure we've all seen horses that have gotten really dull, and you can smack and smack and smack, and it means nothing to them. I don't want that to happen. I want my horses to be as light as possible. And you're only going to get light if you start with light. And right there, I got a little creative too. I shuffled my feet a little bit. You know, just make it uncomfortable for him. He likes to stop right over here. This time he decided not to. So that was just a little bit of additional pressure, but it wasn't pressure that blows him up. It just caused him to pay more attention. Now see how he keeps looking outside the arena? He's not thinking towards me. He's thinking, when he puts his ear on me, he thinks about me for a moment, and then he takes it off. See how his ears are out there? His head's out there? He's not mentally in the arena with me right now. There, he put an ear on me. He shook his head. That's when he shakes his head like that. That's trying to come off of adrenaline. When they do that, they're trying to release adrenaline because it's horrible to be on adrenaline. So he did that, and then he looked at me, and I took the pressure off by turning my body away, and he felt like he could come to me. So I gave him a break for making a new decision. He put his ear on me, he shook his head a little bit, and then he looked over at me. I turned away. That's a release of pressure right there. That's letting that adrenaline go. Pushing it out. So because he did something different and made a change, I took the pressure off and let him come in and let him have a little bit of a reward. Now I'll ask him to go in the other direction. So I bring my stick up as he's kind of trying to push into it. I'll wiggle it this way. I'll bring up my energy again. Ask for a try. See, it just took the energy in my body. That's all I did was take a good deep breath in, and he said, "Okay, I'm going." And I know I keep saying this, but we can never get a light horse if we don't start with light pressure. So I always start with my energy first. Oh, nice. Nice. Now, that was gold. Because what he did is I'm right there and he curled his body around me like that. If I reward moments like that when he does something super positive, pretty soon I'll have him dancing around me. So anytime I get something super positive, I'm like, yes, I'm going to reward you for that. Because then I'm going to get more of that in the future. So I have to decide at the moment what is most important. Is it him maintaining gait out there, or is it him giving me something beautiful? I gotta pick and choose. And I chose. You know what? That is beautiful. I want more of that in the future, so I'm going to reward that. Does that make sense? So I'm going to ask him out again. I got to kind of push his head away because he wants to come into me. Push his shoulder away. Now see, he's wanting to trot close to me now. That's it. And see how his ear's on me? I'm going to reward that again. Because what he did is he decided he wanted to trot close to me, which means he wanted to connect with me. And then he had his ear on me and he was arcing his body towards me. And that's because that first time he did it, I rewarded him. And now look how quick he offered it to me. They're that sensitive if we just give them that. So every time I get something beautiful from him, that's great. I take the pressure off, I give him a little break, and then he wants to give me more. And that's how you start getting more and more with the horse. If you think about where can I reward instead of where can I discipline, it's gold. It's gold. So let's try in the other direction. I'm going to wiggle this a little bit, bring up the energy in my body. See how little rope I use? I barely use any at all. I'm going to stand in the center. If I'm not in the center of the arena, I'm going to ask him to go again. And I'm off to one side a little bit. That feels like pressure to the horse because there's an area that there's less gap. So I need to be in the center so it feels even to him. But I hope you can all see how you don't need to be rough with the horse. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. I'll ask again. I'll bring up my energy. See how he responded just off my energy. Now he's not doing really well at maintaining gait right now, but we're going to work on that. Now he's coming in. But that was just a can I come in and stop working. It wasn't. He didn't arc his body around me like he did before. He didn't put the ear on me. So So I'm not going to reward that. He's not in trouble, but I'm just going to say you need to maintain gait and direction right now. Now he's starting to offer me more on this side, but I don't want him to take over and quit yet. And you need to maintain direction. Good. And he's not in trouble. I never let them be in trouble. I just redirect their attention. He can't be this cute little puppy. He's having trouble maintaining gait, so I'm just reminding him. Bring up my energy. Now this time, since he's doing it a lot, I'm going to tap the ground 3 times. Not hard, but I'm just going to remind him that he has a job to do out here. So now I want that connection like he was trying to give me being close by, but I don't want him saying that he's going to stop too. So I got to kind of play my cards here. Now if he can do this and maintain direction for just a little bit longer, like right there, then I'll reward him. Because that was more than he gave me last time. So I'm always looking for moments of improvement. But it's just a little improvement at a time. I'm not telling him he has to do everything today. I'm saying show me a little improvement and I will give you a break.
So I struggle.
Because the release of pressure is what teaches.
I don't know. Even though like.
But he has to do something. He has to. I want his brains to kick in. I know, sun's great. So I want him always putting in effort. So until I see effort go in, he's not going to get to stop. Now that effort might be like at the beginning when he started to arc his body around me. But then he goes, I'll do that, but I'll only do that for a couple strides and then I want to stop. So that's when I said, well, I love you to do that, but I need you to do that for a longer period of time. And it doesn't have to be 20 laps, it might just be 2 laps. But I need you to do it for a little bit longer and then I'll reward. Does that make sense? Bring up my energy. 1, 2. As soon as he did, I take the pressure off. You see how he comes in, then he goes out. And I make my way back to the middle of the circle again. Until he makes a... But nothing I've done today has put a lot of pressure on a horse. I've only encouraged them, energy, and that's all it took this time. And he doesn't know that this is his job. I want him to maintain direction, maintain gait and direction. So if he changes direction, I'm going to put him back in the direction I had him in. Because these are his responsibilities. Energy. Now I'm going to tap the ground 3 times softly. I'm going to keep it going until I get what I want. There we go. But I wasn't mad. I wasn't screaming. My emotions in my body are good, and he can feel that. He can feel if I got mad and frustrated at him right now because he can't maintain gait, he would just get more worried. He wouldn't learn, he would just get more worried.
I just stand there for 1 second.
So I come back to the center.
I definitely don't.
Now this time I'm going to come a little faster. Let's try something different. Because he keeps making the same mistake, so I've got to try something a little bit different. Now I'll leave him alone, but I'm ready. I'm ready. ready. If he breaks gate, I'm ready to do something about it.
Yeah. Like, sick compared to like them, so it's definitely like I try to I mean there's
If he does that again, I'm gonna tag the ground a few times again.
them over, but I definitely
More energy in my body and say, I need you to keep going. His tail came up, so he got a little bit worried about that. That's okay.
I don't like
So he's looking out. He got lost again. He's looking outside the arena. He's not connecting to me at all.
he never crosses me.
But he hasn't learned what his responsibilities are yet. And his responsibilities are to maintain gait and maintain direction until further notice.
And so that's what I do.
So I would like him to start looking in again.
Do that, I'll stop
And here he comes.
and like go to the other side. It's like I don't want to do that because I'm not like usually like that stops it if I get it fast enough. But if she crosses me,
So he gets lost easy. He's not used to.
I usually walk away. Yeah. Like one.
He's not used to having to uphold his responsibility, so he doesn't know he's supposed to. He just thinks, okay, she set me, now I can stop. She set me, now I can stop. So I have to be persistent enough to keep doing this until he learns that he needs to maintain gait and maintain direction until I stop him. But I got to do it without getting mean or mad. Once I get mean, mad, frustrated, angry, then he thinks I just turned into a predator, and he doesn't understand that. He'll just get worried, and then he can't learn. So it's very important that I don't let any negative emotions get involved in this. Now he's thinking about connecting a little bit. And now he's gone. But I like that he's responding just off my body energy. I like that. I don't have to smack the ground. I don't have to whack at him.
This side's a little bit more difficult to train.
I'm sorry?
Which side of the horse?
Yes.
Yes. So this side's a little bit more
I think that's it. I don't have
Yes. He was better when I had him going in the other direction. And horses are used to us being on their left sides a lot more because that's where we halter them, we tack them up. They're used to us being on that side. So when we go on the other side of them, they a lot of times lose a lot of confidence because they're not balanced out because we don't do as much on the right side of the horse. Oh, that was pretty good. That was good. He's licking his lips right away. Got it. So he's feeling good about things. So he was able to maintain that for a couple laps that time. And it was better than what he did before. So I'm going to reward that. And now he's got a softer expression. He's blinking his eyes. He's licking his lips. And he's feeling better about things.
She's more a bigger horse.
So let's work on a little something different with him.
So I feel like she's only 16.
And see, I didn't put too much pressure on him because he wants to be with me. See how he followed me? He could easily just go to the other end. But he wants to be with me. That means that I'm doing things right. I didn't put too much pressure where he goes, oh, I just can't be with you anymore. So that is gold. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want with our horses.
And I'm also not flexible enough. I couldn't even get my foot in the dirt and try to get
So I was asked earlier when I was with Troubadour, my horse, you know, how do you get them to respond to, pressure, get them to move just their hind end or their front end?
Get over here.
I don't have my right. Well, I can use that stick.
Yeah, that's easy does some of that too. The last time I rode, she was pretty good.
First, I'm going to ask him if he can back up a little bit. He doesn't know what that means. There we go. As soon as he gives me a step, I take the pressure off. And I can just make commotion in front of him. Not a lot, just a little bit. If he's responding, I'll take the pressure off.
So when do you usually ride around here? Or?
I'll usually ride in the arena.
Keep the energy going in my body.
I'm not.
So if I want to teach teach them just to
I
move
don't have my
their
training,
hind end.
Yeah.
so I have to bring it all.
First thing I want to get him to do is relax. He's not sure what I'm doing. That's why he's backing up because, uh-oh, I don't know what she's up to.
Well, I both.
So I pet him. I reassure him. Everything's okay.
But I prefer English just because it's.
And then if I want to just move the hind end, I want to make sure I bend the nose towards me. So that way, if for some reason they got mad, it's hard for them to kick at me if their head's bent towards me. So it keeps me safer.
Of the pommel and all the components to the Western style, and it made me feel like I got a little bit of security there if she does that. But I feel like if I was in an English style,
So this is about where my leg might go
and it's stupid
when I'm
because
riding the horse. I teach everything on the ground before I ride them. That way, by the time I get on them, they know what everything means. And they don't have to deal with having a new rider on their back and all the aids and stuff. If they learn all this stuff ahead of time, then it's a lot simpler for them when you get on their back.
So that's the thing I'm trying to learn.
So I'm going to pat them,
I haven't really had any experience.
and then I'm going to touch them right about where my leg would go. I touch the hair. That's all I did was touch the hair. If he responds and moves away, I take that pressure off right away. So I pet first because I don't want him thinking I'm just coming and poking and jabbing at him. And I'm just going to touch really lightly. And he responded. And that time he gave me quite a few steps. That was very nice.
better not.
So I'll try the first one. Right here where there's the knot and the rope,
There are positive.
that's a nice little pressure point. So I'll hold there and I'll touch over here, or I can touch back here where I would put my leg. And if he responds, I take it off for a second. If he doesn't, I'll use, if I had a riding prop, I'd use that, but this works the same too. If I put the pressure on and he doesn't respond, I'll just wiggle this a little bit. If that doesn't work, I'll tap him with it a little bit. And the moment he responds, I'm going to take it off. Now he goes, you don't need to do that again. And I take it off. I take it off. And eventually I want to get to where I don't have to touch the nose piece, but when I'm first teaching them, you know, you gotta use all the tools that you've got. So I'll touch here.
I mean, that's what they mean. Like, see, that's the thing. People are like, tap a little bit now, because I don't.
When he does, I take it right off.
This is like my sanity. You know, I come out here and this is my free time. They're like, you're gonna like over that. You know, I'm like, yeah, we sold mine.
Take it off. I don't want forward, so I stop the forward motion.
Yeah, I know. I think that too. I had all my kids are.
Each step he takes, I take it off and then I put it back on. Take it off, put it back on. Take it off and put it back on. Because they really do learn quick as long as we're consistent.
You know, getting in trouble and blah blah blah.
Let me see how he is on the other side.
We never did because luckily we don't have kids, so we
Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off.
have business, so you know, they've always
He doesn't even wait for me to touch that.
yeah, with your hands.
I don't want him to avoid my touch either. So if he's a little bit worried, I'll pet him and then I'll ask again. Steady pressure, and he backed off.
Oh my gosh.
If I want him to back up, I might put a little bit of pressure here. He takes it, a step, I take it away.
So the places I saw
Take it away.
was definitely.
I just add a little bit. If he's not going to respond, I'll start wiggling my stick for a backup. My stick is always a backup.
All this stuff. They get trained. Giving you board,
And he's licking his lips. He goes, got it.
you know, and
They're smart.
someplace like this where it's like,
We just have to learn their language. We have to learn what makes sense to them.
we're not like super serious.
So the other thing that I didn't really explain that I had in my notes was the mayor stallion role.
You know, they get trained
So
every day.
when the mayor in the herd asks the horses to do something, or the mayor will say like, okay, we're going to a drinking hole. And all the horses are supposed to follow her. If they don't, the stallion's at the back of the herd. And he's saying, you need to listen to her and do what she says. And if they don't listen, then, you know, he'll start with first like pinning his ears and shaking his head. And if that doesn't work, then he'll go to biting or striking or kicking or whatever he has to do to make sure that they comply. So when we're working with the horses, I do the same thing. So when I was saying that I use my energy first and then I back it up with my stick is the stallion. So when I'm here and I'm asking, this is the mayor saying, I need you to go forward. And if you don't go forward, the stallion is going to back it up. And and then I take the pressure off. That makes sense to a horse because that's how they talk to each other in the wild. And even though these aren't wild horses, because they weren't raised in the wild, they learn all the nonverbal communication from their mother, and then, you know, pasture mates, stall mates, horses that are by them. They know all this stuff. It makes sense to them. So now he stops. I'm going to back him up a little bit.
I didn't know it was going to cost money.
I'm going to say, the mayor says you need to go. I'm going to bring up my energy. He says, okay, the stallion doesn't have to back it up. I'm going to ask again. And they don't get offended by that. As long as you're not mad or angry or whacking the ground. The mayor says the stallion says you better listen to the lead mayor. And if you don't, you're going to get fixed. But it's not a hard bite. And see how I tapped the ground first before I tapped him. And I tapped him lightly, just saying, you need to do what the lead mayor said. And they don't get offended by that. Because it makes sense. In their world, it makes sense. And now I'm going to ask in the other direction. The lead mayor says we need to go. The stallion says you didn't listen to the lead mayor, so I'm going to have to tag you. But see how he didn't get offended by that? Because I was fair. He sees that as being fair.
Now you want to make sure you can get a hold of them, right? So, but I've heard so many horror stories where people.
Now he's wanting to be too much in my bubble, so I'm going to back him up a little bit. But that's where, as I talked about how my stick is the last thing I use, it's because I think of my stick as being the stallion. And I think of my asking as being the mayor. And the horse goes, I can understand that. That makes sense. Anyone have any questions? Where am I on my time? But it just shows how light they can be. If we're light, if we offer lightness, they'll offer lightness back. And if they don't get it, sometimes it's because they're confused. So we back it up with a little bit of rhythm. I want a little bit more. A little bit more energy here. The stallion says, you need to do more. And then when he does, I back up.
They were saying to take more off, more off.
So if you can think about it that way, you're going to have a lot more success with your horses. And as you can tell, he still wants to be with me because I've been fair the whole time. I've done stuff that makes sense to him. And I've played the lead mayor in the stallion role, and he goes, I get it, I can do that. And then they're not offended. It's wonderful, it's awesome stuff.
Well, you've also let him digest too.
Yes.
Each step you let him think about it.
Yes.
Kind of chill.
Because when he does something positive, and I'm standing here talking, he gets a chance to dwell. He gets a chance to think about what just happened. And like right now, he's looking around a lot and stuff, but that's just because, he's in a new environment. There's a lot going on, and, if he was at home, his head would probably be lower, and he'd just really be dwelling on that, because there wouldn't be so much commotion going on in his mind. But I think he's doing really good.
How would you back him up away from your bubble if he didn't have his halter on? When I go to feed him, and I walk as soon as I'm in the area, he's just right on top of me.
I would not let him. See, now I pushed him away. But I would not let these right there. I'd have a stick with me. I'd say, you need to stay out of my bubble. And I'm not going to go at him like that. I'm going to have it like this. So when I'm walking, I'm not changing anything. And he's going to feel in his mind that he walked into the pressure himself. If I can get it to be his idea to come off of pressure and just to back off, he's going to remember it and he's going to do better next time. If I make him and I go and I say, get out of here, next time he's going to say, I'm going to be quicker. I'm going to get him next time. You know, because then it becomes a game. Because it's like the two horses, you know, fighting at each other for dominant role. But if I just do this, and I'm not looking at him because I'm not directing any pressure at him. But look at that. He's not about to run into it, is he? But if I would have went, get out of here, I would have either scared him or he would have went, I'm going to be quicker next time. I'm going to be more dominant. And that's where the biting comes in, the pinning the ears comes in, and all those negative behaviors because they don't think it was fair. I'm trying to communicate in a language that makes sense to them. I try to learn how they think and how they act and how they play so that I can act in a way that makes sense to them because I'm doing the same behaviors that they do. Instead of thinking of it like a human, I try to think of it like a horse. How would a horse feel? So if I don't want him in my space, see, and I'm not looking at him because if I'm looking at him and I'm doing that, we're gonna lose rapport. He's gonna get afraid of me, and he's gonna go, I want nothing to do with you. So next time you come in here, there's no way I'm gonna sit close around you. There's no way I'm gonna do that. I don't trust you. But if I do it like this and I'm not even looking at him, and he runs into it, he's not gonna take offense because he ran into the pressure. It's when I do it forward, that's pressure. That's like I'm attacking him. But if I'm just doing this, I'm not attacking. And you can do it like this too. Because if you want more distance, and I just do this and see how I'm not even looking at him? See? He doesn't want nothing to do with it. But he's not offended. Because I wasn't going after him.
My problem is I'm carrying two bags.
Carry one at a time. But this isn't going to take forever, okay? Once this is established, then you can go back to taking two bags. It's just at the beginning until they learn this. But, you know, I can do this and I can be away from him. I'm not even looking at him. And he's running into the pressure himself, but he's going to get away from it because he's going to go, that's not comfortable. But he's not offended. He didn't run off. But if I would have went at him, I would have ruined rapport. So, you know, to get to where I was with Troubadour and doing the things I was today, I have to use these games. And you see how much he likes to play? But it's because I'm fair.
It helps to answer his question eventually. You might be able to just use your head.
Oh, yeah.
Ask him to move away.
Yeah. I might.
Instead of a stick.
Yeah. I can start with that and go to this, and eventually he's going to learn. When I see that, I know it's coming next. So I better get away. So I didn't do that. But see how I took the pressure off as soon as he did? Now if I do it again, I had to do a lot less that time. See how quick they learn?
Horses actually do that when they're trying to get
Yeah.
other horses out of their stick.
Yeah. So you can start with that, and then you can bring this in and say, you didn't listen to me telling you to back off. But I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, you didn't listen, so, you know, I'm just swinging this back and forth. Nothing personal. When you bring your negative emotions in, it becomes personal. And then you lose rapport.
Because a mare will just tip her nose.
Yeah.
This little
Yeah. She'll pin her and just go like that, and they're like, I'm out of here. So how can we replicate that? Just by what I just did right there.
I think they're all good for the game, and you just have to.
Yeah, I would leave if I were you. But I'm not mad. I'm just saying, I need you out of my space. Just like the lead mare. The lead mare is not mad. It's just a matter of fact. So, no. And see that shows I did not offend him. If he went over to that side and said, no, I don't want nothing to do with you, that will tell you you did too much. You weren't fair. With whatever you did, you weren't fair. But if you're fair, you don't offend them. And this is the horse when we first came in here today, he didn't want to be with me. And now he's stuck to me, even though I'm pushing him away. Because I'm used to him being fair. Cool? Okay. Do you have anyone else have any questions? Cool stuff, huh? That was a good one about the nod, that thing.
Yeah, well, I use it with mine because I have a similar problem. They're always right there. So, I mean, and I have my hands full. So I've talked to them. And I often do not go in until they back off. So we aren't going to get...
He tries to molest me.
No, I know.
He wants a bite out of that bag before I hang it up.
I understand that, but he's somewhere when you're outside, right?
Right.
Okay. So you do not go in until,
If I
that
do
message
that,
is clear.
he's going to back off. And pretty soon he knows when she comes to the fence, I need to back off.
Yeah, so now I just use my head like a mirror would. I usually have a hat on, so I have a little visor and it makes it a little bit more obvious. But I just take, I go like that, just like a mirror would. And or I point,
And then you back it up with the stallion if they didn't listen.
if they don't listen.
Right.
So in the beginning, but never look at them.
Yeah, because then it becomes personal. It's like you're attacking them. As I was doing that stuff, I wasn't looking at it. So it's not personal.
If I come over and I look at you and I'm like, you know something, but if I happen to come by and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you're not going to take offense to that, right? I just happened to bump into you,
Yeah.
right? Instead of like,
Yeah.